If you want to improve your ability to write really good dialogue that feels real, dialogue that feels immersive, there's one important thing to keep in mind and 2 writing exercises you can try to strengthen this skill. The thing to keep in mind is that the secret to writing good, convincing dialogue is not replicating real dialogue word for word. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. You don't want your dialogue to be too constructed, too good, because humans don't speak in perfect grammar. At the same time, we also speak with a lot of hesitations. We start a sentence over in the middle. We switch topic abruptly. We use a lot of filler, you know what I mean? And on top of that, a lot of real actual dialogue contains a lot of irrelevant niceties, you know, how's the weather, how's your dad, that kind of thing. To make your dialogue feel real, it can be great to pull some of that in, but you don't want it to be verbatim because that's a little bit jarring and it's a waste of your reader's time. So 2 exercises you can do to improve this skill: eavesdrop. If you're a writer and you're not eavesdropping, what are you doing? Go to a coffee shop, go to a bar, go to the store, go to the park, and just listen to people. Don't even write anything down. That's the writing exercise, is the observation, the soaking in of what people say. Because then the key is you're not going to want to replicate it word for word, as I said. You want to be able to produce on the page the idea of real dialogue rather than actual real dialogue. So part 2 of this exercise is to then go home and write down what you remember they said. Maybe it's fragments, maybe it's full sentences, but write down everything that you remember. And that's it. You're just keeping a record at this point. You're just sharpening your ear and building a collection of things that actual people said. Doesn't have to go anywhere. Just close the notebook, move on. So the second exercise is to have 2 characters and you're going to write a dialogue between them in which they are having different conversations. They're talking to each other, yes, but they are having different conversations. Now this does happen in real life. It's usually not so pronounced that the conversations are completely separate. Sometimes they are, but everyone brings their own agenda to a conversation. So this exercise is going to get you in the habit of embodying not just the mind of your main character, but also the mind of whoever they're talking to. Because a big mistake that a lot of writers make with dialogue is that it's just there to service the main character, service the story. So the main character meets people who just feed them information they need for plot points, etc. But don't forget that everybody in the dialogue has their own agenda, their own background, their own thoughts,